Animals are amazing things. All of them are unique and sometimes very unusual in behavior. At Give a Fact, we are fascinated by all things nature, and so we have put together a list of 10 of the very best and most interesting and downright funny facts about animals we could find. Number 1. The male Ceratioid Anglerfish fuses with its mate permanently after meeting. People may have gotten their first glimpse of an anglerfish in the 2006 childhood game Feeding Frenzy. It has a luminescent lure at the top of its head and a gaping mouth full of large, spiky teeth. But what you are about to know may stun you. Unlike other anglerfish, female Ceratioid anglerfish are much larger, more than 60 times longer, and 500,000 times heavier than males. Plus, the male Ceratioid anglerfish, which don't have gluing lures on their head, spend all their life looking for the females, using their highly tuned sense of smell or excellent vision. Once a male finds a female, he uses his denticles to latch onto her, typically in her belly region, while he's upside down. Then the tissues of the male will fuse and even connect his circulatory system with the female. He then becomes permanently dependent on the female for nutrients and also grows substantially, becoming much larger than any free-swimming male Ceratioid anglerfish. When the female is ready to reproduce, fertilization takes place externally through hormonal communication, with the mates releasing their sperm and eggs into the water at the same time. The male remains alive and able to reproduce, as long as their mate lives. Instantly amazed by this fact? Subscribe to us to broaden your knowledge with more educational videos. Let's move on to the next fact. Number 2. Roosters have built-in earplugs. A rooster's crow lasts 1 to 2 seconds and averages more than 130 decibels. That's about the same intensity as standing 15 meters away from a jet taking off, or a running chainsaw. People who regularly use chainsaws without ear protection go deaf over time due to damage to the tiny hair cells in the inner ear. Chickens of both genders also have such hairs in their ears, but they are not damaged because half of the bird's eardrum was covered by a bit of soft tissue that dampened incoming noise. And when the rooster tilted its head back to crow, another bit of material covered the ear canal completely, serving as their built-in earplug. Thus, for the rooster, it is as if someone were sticking their fingers in their ears while they are crowing. The researchers also noted that the birds also have another advantage. Unlike humans, birds can regrow damaged hair cells. Number 3. Woodpecker tongues wrap around the back of their brain to protect their brain during high-speed pecking. Woodpeckers can easily slam their beaks against tree trunks with a force 1,000 times that of gravity. How can they do this without breaking their head? In both humans and birds, the tongue is supported by a hyoid bone, which helps you breathe, swallow, and speak. A woodpecker's hyoid bone, however, is vastly different. The center of the woodpecker's hyoid bone is wrapped with muscles and in the bird's upper beak. It splits into a V between the eyes, and its 2 arms wrap completely around the woodpecker's skull, passing over the top of it and around the back, before meeting up again at the base of the lower beak. When the muscles that surround the woodpecker's hyoid bone contract, they don't just cause the woodpecker to stick out its tongue. That tensing up action also helps hold the skull and spine snugly in place as the bird's beak collides with a tree, just like a seatbelt keeps you from flying forward if someone slams on the brakes. Besides its unique tongue feature, researchers had also previously figured out that thick neck muscles diffuse the blow, and a third inner eyelid prevents the bird's eyeballs from popping out. Number 4. Sharks existed before dinosaurs and even trees. Sharks are hardly newbies on our planet. As a group, they have existed for at least 450 million years, surviving 4 of the Big 5 mass extinctions, including the catastrophe that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs 66 million years ago at the end of the Cretaceous period. For context, that makes sharks older than dinosaurs, which emerged roughly 240 million years ago, and even trees, which evolved on Earth around 390 million years ago. One explanation could be that sharks are capable of modifying their physiology in response to environmental conditions, such as shrinking in size when temperatures increase. Some sharks are unique in that they have very large genomes, which may contain genes that, while not useful now, may have enabled them to tolerate past climatic conditions. This capability enables species to quickly adapt to rapidly changing ecological niches. This versatility also likely underpins sharks' longevity as a group. It means that if one area or food source is threatened, while some species may experience hardship or even extinction, others will likely survive. Number 5. The fingerprints of a koala are easy to be mistaken for a human's. A crime in a zoo's koala cage would probably confound the efforts of even the best detectives. Why? Because koalas, doll-sized marsupials that climb trees with babies on their backs, have fingerprints that are almost identical to human ones. Not even careful analysis under a microscope can easily distinguish the loopy, whirling ridges on koalas' fingers from our own. Koalas aren't the only non-humans with fingerprints. Close human relatives, such as chimps and gorillas, have them as well. The remarkable thing about koala prints is that they seem to have evolved independently. On the evolutionary tree of life, primates and modern koalas' marsupial ancestors branched apart 70 million years ago. Scientists think that the koala's fingertip features developed much more recently in its evolutionary history because most of its close relatives, such as wombats and kangaroos, lack them. Number 6. Rhino horns are not made of the same material found in your hair and fingernails. A rhino's horn is not attached to its skull. It is actually a compacted mass of hairs that continues to grow throughout the animal's lifetime. Regrettably, neither human hair nor fingernails are believed to possess the healing properties that some people believe are found in rhino horn. If people believed they did, they could chew their own nails and cut their own hair in order to feel well and halt the needless slaughter of rhinos. Number 7. Frogs can't vomit. If they could, they would vomit their entire stomach. This is called full gastric eversion, and it's a little like dumping out your pockets. A tidy creature, the frog wipes the stomach hanging out of its mouth with its front feet to remove any stray bits. Then it packs the whole thing back into its body, where it will presumably stay until the next noxious tidbit is eaten. Frogs aren't the only animals that can't vomit. When a shark can't stomach what it ate or feels threatened, a full gastric eversion allows it to avoid poison and evade predators. Instantly amazed by this fact, don't forget to tell us what you want to learn more about so we can make more videos about it. Now let's get back to this video. Number 8. Cows have no upper front teeth. Cows do have upper teeth. However, they only grow incisors on their lower jaw. The reason for this is simple. Cows are ruminants, like sheep and goats, and ruminants grow a hard, fleshy mound called a dental pad in place of upper incisors. When they chew tough foods like grass and forbs, they rub them between the bottom incisors and the dental pad. This makes for a very effective shredding mechanism. Because of this, cows have no front teeth, at least on top. Number 9. Cheetahs can't roar, they meow. To explain this, let's start with what causes the roar. In these species, the epihyal bone, part of the voice box, is replaced by a large and fleshy ligament. This can be stretched, creating a larger sound-producing passage, and thus a wider range of pitch when air passes through. The bones of the cheetah's voice box form a thick structure, with divided vocal cords that vibrate with both in and out breaths. This structure is the same for all the small cats. While this design enables these cats to purr continuously, it limits the range of other sounds and prevents them from being able to roar. Number 10. Drill monkeys use appeasement grins to keep peace. Drills are shy, and they live in only one small, remote area of Africa. Their faces aren't as colorful as their cousin, the mandrill, whose blue and red mugs make them instantly recognizable. Because of that, mandrills may have been historically more likely to be displayed in zoos than drills, making them more well-known to the general public. There's a lot of visual communication in the large social groups that drills live in. One of them includes the displaying of their teeth, as if they were smiling, usually accompanied with their head swaying back and forth. This is called the appeasement grin. Drills and mandrills use it in both calm and tense situations. In addition to that, males also grin and smack their lips at females that are potential mates. What do you think of these animal facts? Let us know in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you find our videos useful and want us to make more videos. Until next time, give a fact.